Oh, I assume you mean the Pokemon that are known as Heatran and Manatee, correct?
Yep, yep.
I can assure you they're being held in a safe place. It's just they are currently their condition is a bit strenuous compared to you and your friends. And you know, they are legendary Pokemon that we have little information on, so we are monitoring them closely, and I can assure you the child is safe. They're all safe, all right?
I'm just thinking of that video where someone goes, "Don't touch it, a child."
Oh.
Okay, okay, that's good. And yeah, that's essentially every. Oh, right. Also, the forces of nature. One of them, Landorus, is a shadow Pokemon.
Shadow Pokemon, you say?
Yeah, and he kind of caused the cave-in.
Hmm.
He, she, they don't really know.
Landorus, forces of nature. We did do some questioning to the locals to learn about these Pokemon in particular. We didn't see any reports of them or any remnants of them whatsoever, but that is a bit concerning. Do you know as to why they? Okay, hold on. And
well, I remember Enamorous dying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. No. That makes sense, and they would have likely that would explain why they lashed out and even.
Enamorous died, and then Thundurus and Tornadus transformed, took the orbs, and flew away. Ostinato went after them with Kara. I then didn't see Ostinato and Kara after that, and what came back wasn't Ostinato or Kara, but Landorus. So I assumed they got defeated, maybe died. I'm glad to hear that they're not dead, though.
Well, we did also find them unconscious, so that is very possible. It is possible that Landorus did defeat them, or they were defeated by the other two.
I mean, honestly, I have no idea. They could have been defeated by the other two. I wasn't there to help them. I was trying to protect the child.
Yes, and that's quite admirable of you to do. That's what we look that's what we look for heroes such as yourself. However, if I may ask for clarification, you said that Tornadus and Thundurus had been they were the ones that took the orbs?
Yes, and they also transformed after Enamorous died. They took the orbs and the egg that was left behind after Enamorous died.
Curious. Would you mind describing their appearance before and after they transformed?
Hey DM, could you describe what the appearance was? Because I have no clue.
Okay, I mean it was a week ago and it's fine. But
it was
basically...
I could go and look at the YouTube video.
Yeah. But, it's fine. You recall that that all four members of the Forces of Nature, in one of their forms, are genuinely like very similar. They have like a very humanoid shape, with their lower halves obscured by clouds. However,
they're centaurs with clouds for legs.
That is one way to put it. And however, when Tornadus transformed, he took on the shape of a bird, and when Thundurus transformed, he took the shape of, well, it's still pretty human. Okay, I always thought that whenever Thundurus transformed into its Therian form, it looked like an ape. Is that... Chat, do we agree on this?
Let's find...
Because it's in its Therian form, its hands are massive, and it just resembles like how like gorillas are like like...
We're talking about Thunderous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's meant to be kind of a Chinese dragon type thing.
Oh, so it's supposed to
Oh,
look kind of
yeah.
like draconic. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a serpent dragon type thing.
Okay.
Specifically the Azure Dragon of the Chinese four symbols, which is alluded to in Legends Arceus.
That's cool.
It may also be based on Qilin, which is in
Yeah,
East Asian
okay,
creature.
yeah. According to Bulbapedia, in Therian form, Thunderous is a large, blue, sleek, bipedal snake or dragon-like Pokemon. Okay, yeah. He's a slilly
And I pulled up the
little snake.
origin section, see what it was inspired by.
He's a slithery
Yeah,
little snaky
I'm
snake.
seeing that too.
I'm trying to find the photo. Whatever. I
Okay.
described what they looked like.
Yeah. So you say that, like, one of them transformed into a bird and the other transformed into, like, an almost dragon snake-like Pokemon.
Yeah, right. One of them's a bird, sure.
Interesting.
You're asking me, the guy who can't remember shit. What?
Hey! Wow. Jacob being the first to swear on the stream hasn't happened that in a while.
It happened
Yeah,
literally last
yeah.
episode.
Did that?
It did.
Okay, it might
Yeah.
have been a while before that, then.
Yes.
Anyways, haha.
I don't know much when it comes to what Pokemon look like.
Yeah, and you haven't
Terms of-
really played the games that the Forces of Nature are most prominent in, namely Black and White and Legends Arceus. Anyways, so Donovan's like, I believe from what some of our investigators were able to report, you witnessed them transform into their Therian forms. Normally, they are seen as what is referred to as their incarnate forms, and then they managed to transform. Interesting. You said that they escaped with the orbs, correct?
Yes.
Donovan sort of, he like strokes his chin with his trunk. He's like, that is concerning to think about, considering that when we arrived, when our investigators arrived, we didn't find the remnants of the Forces of Nature or the orbs in question.
Okay.
However, from what it sounds like to me is that they do not want to achieve the same goals that the Infernal and Abyssal cults are trying to do.
It might be the case that they went to another island. That's probably definitely the case.
Well, let me see. The closest islands would have to be... there's Umber Island off to the east, and then the Obsidian Arc up to the north. However, Umber Island would be the closest out of the two. So, very well. I shall send a team to investigate if any reports have been spotted of the Forces of Nature there, or any strange occurrences in general.
Sorry, I just got some pizza.
Jacob with the pizza. Alright, in that case, first of all, thank you for that information that you've given me. But now I need to request that you be as genuine with me as you can. I understand that you were put in a very precarious situation with your home being attacked. And it is to my understanding that you joined the Abyssal Cult in order to sabotage them from the inside, correct?
Indeed.
Very well, very well. I am willing to consider what you are saying as truthful. Unfortunately, I do not know if I can say the same for Ostinato and Kara.
Honestly, I don't know either. All I got is my gut feeling. I think they're alright. Although, Kara
can-
did do something in the middle of that fight, though, that makes me wary of her.
She's also in a bad spot, but I would say Chef would be suspicious of Ostinato specifically because he asked you to help him do the thing that basically impeded the Infernal Cult from doing anything for like a good bit.
Let me turn Jack up. For some reason, I can't hear him too well.
Yeah, I'm saying, Chef would have reason to be suspicious Ostinato isn't really with them specifically because I asked you to liquidation me right before I collapsed the ceiling in on purpose.
The fact that you wanted me to help and then that happened makes me feel like.
Also,
Chef's
you know I
very
have Storm
simple
Drain.
person. He doesn't think too much, so he's thinking you're a good guy currently.
Yeah, and also the vibes right, and like you know I have Storm Drain.
Yeah.
I did, and it led to something that impeded both cults.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm thinking. Also, it's fine.
So you could just like, if you want to, just
Still-
say that's kind of the vibe I got from the situation, but like that's just a vibe. So
I explained that, sure. However, I'm still
not
gonna
admissible
say
in court.
that's just my opinion. Honestly, you guys should investigate him anyway.
He's like, listen. I think he's a good guy, but he's still sus. So I understand.
Yeah.
And Don was like,
Munching on my pizza.
yeah, you can say that, like, Don Juan offered you, like, a pastry to munch
Yep.
on. It's like, yes, okay. I will take that into consideration. However, there is something else in regards to them that I get the feeling that there is something that I am aware of that you are not in regards to them. And in that case,
Oh?
I believe that you should know. And then Don Juan, like, reaches over to, like, a small little
Is
console on the
bro gonna
side.
whip out the security footage of the breakout? That'd be so silly.
Okay, Jack out here pulling a Rob. Anyways, Don proceeds to, like, he lifts off his hand and, like, presses a button, which causes on the right side, I don't have a sprite for it, so use your imagination, chat, causes a monitor to rise up, from the ground, from the floor, and it's like this massive plasma flat screen TV. If I could... If you don't mind bringing your attention to the screen behind you, this footage was received a week ago. However, it dates back to a week prior to the culmination of the Golden Festival, and then. He presses it, and Chef, before you see, you proceed to see, Ostinato and Kara back in their pre-evolved states as an electric and a Cubone, actively assisting in helping out the break-in, in a prison ship. Namely, the footage of the two of them defeating the prison warden Seismitoad, and then it fast forwards to the two of them meeting up with Zenith and a few other members of the Infernal Cult, along with breaking out the others, and they all escape together. And you notice how at the very start, Kara was still a Cubone. However, at the very end, she was she came out as a Marowak. However, something odd is that Ostinato's scar is nowhere to be seen.
Wait, what?
Plausible deniability, raw.
On all of the angles showing Ostinato, his scar is nowhere visible at all.
Is that clearly Kara?
As far as you
I mean-
can tell, yeah. I mean, Kara doesn't
Yeah,
have
but it could also
any-
be another Cubone,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Kara
There's no, like,
because Kara doesn't have anything absolutely distinguishable, unlike Ostinato, who has the scar. However, the scar is not present in this security footage.
Are we sure that's Ostinato?
Yes, yes, I'm sure you noticed the lack of a scar. And while at first we didn't pay any mind, at least in relevance to your friends, considering that while the dates line up as to when your friends match their current evolutionary states, it's possible that they were a coincidence. However, this next piece might be a bit more irrefutable. And
yeah. I think I know what this one is.
and then Don Juan shows another clip showing Kara and Ostinato attacking a Pokemon who's like the footage is in the like lower part of the ship, so the resolution isn't entirely great, and also the angle is not favorable, so you can't tell what Pokemon this is. But you see as both Ostinato and Kara use a powerful Z move against them, and then for just a moment, for like a few seconds, you see as what appears like Ostinato does like some sort of strange like motion with his body, and then his scar on his eye appears for a few seconds before fading away once again.
Oh, shit.
Gamer word number 2.
Dang it!
We are less than an hour into the stream.
Jacob!
This is the guy who thought crap is a curse word, but just said literally the actual curse form of crap.
So true, bestie. Anyways, and
I blame all of you.
Bro, hey, we're the ones
We're
trying...
corrupting influences.
Oh my god.
Except,
Yeah.
I think honestly at this point, Jacob said more curses on stream than anyone, surprisingly enough.
Hold on, let
Yeah.
me pull that SCP clip real quick.
No, please don't.
Anyways, that is the SCP. Okay. Anyways, so Don Juan is like, and that one clip replays, and then it pauses on the specific few frames that shows Ostinato's scar fully visible, and that is where our doubts start to emerge. And considering that we found Ostinato and Kara both unconscious, wearing identical or nearly identical outfits to the Pokemon in these tapes, this is unfortunately undeniable proof that your friends aided in a breakout that led to several members of both the Infernal and Abyssal cults escaping. They're being transported from several locations, such as the Iron Barge, the Cyan Ice Caps, and Cobalt Island, off to a prison located underneath this very, in the underground of this very island. However, that was of course prevented because of Ostinato and Kara's intervention. And Chef, several of these Pokemon, both that were prisoners that escaped, both Infernal and Abyssal cult members, were ones that you have seen multiple times, including when Cobalt Island was attacked recently.
Every word that Don Juan says is going in one ear and out the other, because all Jeff is seeing as the clip just replays over and over again is Ostinato and Kara killing this person. Now, he already knew that they admitted to it.
But seeing is different.
It's one thing to hear it happen, that it happened. It's another thing to watch it.
And then, eventually Don Juan, like, notices this, and he softly, places his, trunk like, on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
Sure, I have a shoulder.
closest thing to it. He's
There's like a vine boom every single revelation to Chef, just over and over.
I understand this may be a lot to handle, but... And I understand that you and your friends are close, but... If your friends are in fact criminals, then it is your responsibility to bring them in. Now, of course, you don't have to worry about that at the moment, because we already have them apprehended and will be questioning them. However, you deserve to know this information. Because from what I have been able to gather is that he has not revealed all of this.
May I have a chat with Ostinato?
Unfortunately, I cannot allow that at this time. Once...
After you talk with him?
Yes. If the results provide favorably, in the sense that he's not seen as a threat at this time, then you will be allowed to speak with him. But currently...
Could I watch your interrogation? He doesn't have to know that I'm there.
Unfortunately, I cannot allow that.
Okay.
Now, I must ask, do you know if Micha or the Sableye, Gemma, I believe, do you know if they have any involvement in this? We did not find...
don't...
sorry.
From my knowledge, I believe they have no involvement. Last I saw Micha and Gemma, they went to, what was the island again?
Umber Island.
They went to, Umber Island to investigate something in Misha's past. I didn't pry too much into it.
Yes, our records do show that they used the warp point leading to that island. Well...
Also, they were with you the whole time I was missing. The only time they weren't with you is when you went missing, so...
What do you mean? No, Misha and Gemma
when
you went missing.
When Ostinato and Kara were initially missing, when the events of that tape first occurred.
Oh! No, they were with me when that tape happened. Last I saw them, though, they went to, Upper Island.
Alright, good. That's comforting to hear. Makes it a little bit easier. And let's see. While that is happening, we shift to just outside. And Micha and Gemma, you have made your way into the upper part of the capital, and have entered the town hall.
Hopefully we can speak with Dog 1 and see where my parents are.
And at first, like, Gemma's like, okay, so who do we speak to? I know there was that Duraludon guy that's normally here, but I don't see him. Until you guys are approached by a familiar, shiny Gallade, Kumar. Micha, I dropped some. Micha, Gemma, what brings you here?
Oh, Kumar. You, we need to speak with Don 1 about something. It's rather important.
Well, your timing is actually quite impeccable. In fact, one of your friends is up there speaking with him right now.
Really?
Yes, if you would follow me, please.
Okay.
And Kumar leads you guys upstairs, and then one sec. Back in Don Juan's office, Kumar enters. He's like, "Sir, forgive the intrusion, but do you have some visitors?" Kumar, I'm currently in the middle of something. Yes, I understand that, but these two are a little relevant to your current situation. As Chef, you see as Micha and Gemma walk in. Oh, well, wonderful timing. We were just asking where you two were.
Misha, how was your trip to Umber Island? I hope it was swell.
Little did Chef know.
Gemma's like, it's a long story.
Tell you when alone, basically, but I needed to speak to Don Juan about something.
Oh? Hey, Misha, before that...
Yeah?
Ostinato's in jail?
And like, we should just, like, she wants to say something, but then, like, she calms down and is like, why doesn't that just surprise me? Why doesn't that surprise me?
Gemma's like, what did he do?
But now Micha's gonna have to learn it's not he didn't do a silly, he kind of committed murder.
He killed someone?
What? Okay, now that is surprise, but he what?
Kumar, if you don't mind. Yes, sir. Forgive me. And, Kumar, proceeds to walk out, and Don Juan's like, both of you, please. I was just showing Chef, this. And, both Micha and Gemma are shown the same, security footage as Chef was showing Ostinato, causing the breakout.
Oh yeah, the breakout too.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
And there was several days ago an incident that occurred on Cobalt Island that Chef was involved with, which resulted in him joining the Abyssal cults.
However, what?
Not to worry.
While in the cults, I never did anything that would break laws.
Yes, and not to worry. Your friend is not under arrest. He was explaining to me how he was doing it in hopes to sabotage them and gain intel from the inside. We have been.
Yeah, they want to summon something called Like, does Chef know what they want to summon?
Kyogre, yes, you know of Kyogre's existence.
Yeah.
Wait, you said this incident happened on Cobalt Island, right?
Not the prison breakout, but what resulted in Chef joining the Abyssal cults. Yes.
Remember?
Sorry, I got more pizza.
Grandma, didn't Hope mention something happened on Cobalt Island?
Oh, wait, Chef, you were there, right?
Yep.
What happened?
What happened?
Okay, I explain what happened.
Yeah. So Micha, you and
for the sake of time.
Why? We can roleplay dialogue and lore dump.
Okay. So I got onto the island, was starting to head over to the cave because I didn't want... Okay, right. Before getting to the island, Ostinato and Kara disappeared at the blink of an eye. Continued to the island because I was so scared, but I couldn't do anything about it. Jack is probably still on the island. As I got there, found that the Abyssal cult had attacked. Quite a few people are dead. I believe Ostinato's dad is still alive. My parents are luckily still alive, but Suicune was having a pretty tough time. I did my best to try and help out, but Suicune eventually gave up the sacred treasure, and I joined to follow the sacred treasure essentially, and also get back at the person that heavily hurt my parents.
Okay, cool.
What Pokemon
So
was
wait.
it?
So wait, that kobold treasure was true then?
It was an egg. Sorry, no, not an egg. It was disguised as an egg, but was actually supposed to be some blue orb. And it sounds like it has something to do with summoning Kyogre.
Okay. Can I roll a Pokemon education check?
Roll both Pokemon education and occult education, because this is steering into legendary territory.
Ooh, okay. I'll roll Poke education and occult.
Alright, let's see. You do know that there are like many there are many legends in regards to what was it? In regards to the just the archipelago as a whole. You don't feel like you've really heard anything about a Kyogre in particular, although you just know that basically, even though you've met a lot of legendary Pokemon in your journey, there's a lot more still left to discover. So nothing familiar comes to mind.
Okay.
And
Well, all in all, I'm glad you're okay, Chef. I'm glad Kara and Ostinato are safe too.
And you guys are okay too, right?